Hello everyone, today I'll be going over the 2026 F equals MA exam problem 3. So let's start by reading the problem. A point moves in the XY plane and its trajectory is shown in the figure below. One of the following pairs of graphs shows the time dependence of Vx and Vy for this motion. Select the correct pair. Okay, so how do we find the velocity from this graph? So this is y and this is x, right? And these movements, each of them take time. So for example, from this point to this point here, if you try to flip at it and look at it sideways, the y value always, so look, the x, the x value stays the same, but the y value increases. So this Vy is greater than 0, and Vx is equal to 0. Well, this Vy could be greater to or less than to 0, because we don't know if the particle is traveling this way or this way. So I'm just going to say it's not equal to 0. And we can continue to do this with all of the segments. So for example, this one, we know that Vy is not 0 and Vx is not 0. So first of all, we can remove anything that has the second one being 0. So the second one. Okay, so it's not this one and it's not this one. Yeah, so it's not C. And everything else makes sense. Okay. And finally, we have this horizontal part. And here, Vx is not 0 and Vy is 0. So let's try to graph the x. So first, let's think about the particle going this way, okay? Then for the first part, Vx is going to be greater than 0. And then for the second part, Vx is going to be less than 0. And for the third part, it's going to be like this. And then for Vy, the first part, it's going to be 0. The second part, it is going to be negative. And for the third part, it's going to be negative. So let's say if we go the opposite way, then these graphs will just be flipped. So let's see if there's any graph like this. Okay. So remember, this is Vx, right? And this is Vy, because Vy always goes down like this. And over here, I think they're assuming that these are equal lengths, so that like the velocities are the same. So there's only 3 possible choices. It's either positive, 0, or a negative. So that's why I just labeled this as equal. Okay, so, and the only choice that corresponds to this is option B. And that is going to be our answer. Thank you for watching this video, and if you learned something new, please subscribe.